everybody, this is Andrew Martins from Pixelitis.net, and I'm here with Jeremy Cook of Gearbox Software. How are you doing today?
Hey, doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. So, we just got finished with our Borderlands demo, Borderlands 2 rather, and I have to say that you know, it's really fast-paced. Really, it keeps going at a good clip. Why don't you tell me about the gameplay and how it's changed from the first?
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely tried to increase the pace of combat, really make the action frenetic, and give the creatures a ton more unique abilities. So you're spending a lot of time, thinking about what it is these guys are going to do and trying to avoid their special attacks and so on. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot higher energy game this time around.
Yeah. Now, at the end of the original Borderlands, spoilers for everyone who didn't finish it, really should have. The vault is open,
right?
And basically, it's almost like you're opening Pandora's box.
Right.
How does the story go on in this game?
Well, the opening of the vault sort of sets off this chain reaction, which causes this stuff called iridium to start appearing all over Pandora, and it starts a gold rush. And this company, Hyperion, which you might remember, one of the manufacturers from the old game, they come in, they build this huge moon base up in the sky, and this guy named Handsome Jack, who owns Hyperion, comes in and just takes the whole place over, starts mining up this iridium, using it to generate this E-Tech stuff, and makes these crazy new guns, which you can also see in Borderlands. I don't know if you got one when you were doing the demo, but they have these cool alien behaviors to the weapons. And so now that Handsome Jack's taken over, the players have to take him down, basically, so that he doesn't destroy Pandora.
Yeah. Now, I know the DLC in Borderlands 1 had some really unique story elements and such. Are we going to see any characters from that, like Zombie Ned? I know he died at the end.
Yeah, he's
kind of gone. Spoilers again. Yeah, are there any? Does the DLC have any? A setting with this game?
Not with this game in particular. I mean, of course, those things happened in our history, and there are little elements that you'll see sort of scattered around that relate to what happened in the DLCs. But really, we like to kind of keep those a little more self-contained. They're kind of their own little side story in our universe.
So, in the last game, there were 3 unique classes, and in this time, there are 3 as well. Why don't you tell us? Oh, there's 4. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
There's 4 classes.
So, what are the different classes?
Okay, so we've got Zero the Assassin, we got Maya, who is our new Siren, Axton the Soldier, and then we've got, who am I forgetting here? Oh, of course, the Gunzerker, Salvador, so yeah, there you go. So
I know a lot of people, when they first saw the trailer, they saw the Assassin. I was wondering how he links up with Mordecai, like with that type of gameplay.
I mean, he is one of our classes that's based around sniping to some extent, like Mordecai, although he has a completely new skill tree and a completely different flavor and style of play. So while he would appeal to players that like sniping and that kind of thing, he also has a whole melee tree that's all about close combat. So he's got this really cool skill called Be Like Water, where he transitions back and forth between melee and ranged attacks. So I mean, if you like Mordecai, you might check him out. But then again, there might be another class here that you like just as well.
Okay. Now, I saw the guns played a big part of the last game.
Yep.
How big, how expansive is this game in terms of the amount of weapons you're using?
Well, I mean, of course we added a lot more weapons, which, when you have 87 bazillion, adding more is like, okay, well, now there's 87 bazillioner. But I think what's cool is the weapon differentiation this time around. The brands are much more distinct. They have their own unique flavors, their own behaviors, and we kind of hope that people will fall in love with a particular brand and kind of stick to that. Like cool things like TDR, when you reload at the TDR, you throw it like a grenade, for example. So each brand has its own distinct behaviors like that. And I think that's pretty cool. Of course, there's tons of new parts as well. I mentioned E-Tech earlier. You'll get E-Tech parts for your weapons that give them cool alien firing behaviors. So in a lot of ways, there's like 6 new, completely other types of weapons that a lot of people haven't even seen yet.
Okay. Now, co-op has been a big part of the first game, and I know it's a really big part in this one.
Sure.
How's the online co-op working in this game?
I mean, it's very much like the first game, except it's way easier to get into a game with your friends now. I don't know if you saw the main menu, but now you can see when your friends are online playing and very quickly join their game. Like, it'll just show up right in the main menu, so it's like 2 clicks away from joining your friends.
Okay. How about a split-screen co-op online? Is that possible? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. So now you can be both the server and still run a split screen. So we had a lot of players that were on the couch with their partners playing and having a lot of fun. So, we wanted to make sure that was a big new feature for the game.
Yeah. And in closing, in the last last trailer, we got to see Claptrap dancing to some dubstep.
Yeah.
How big is he going to be a big part of the game as well?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be one of the first guys that you meet in the game, and he's connected to the main plot all the way through.
Okay. And when can we expect to see Borderlands in stores?
September 18th.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.